righty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Stop everything you're doing because Caitlin Clark just created the most amazing tone for 2025. In the most practical manner imaginable, as the first guest of the year on the New Heights podcast, Travis and Jason Kelce introduced the biggest sports star of the year, and Caitlin did not hold back from sharing jaw-dropping career revelations and her mindset following this incredible season. This interview is full of moments that will leave you speechless, and she is not only the most requested guest in the history of the show, but also Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. So with that, hello everyone, Miss Caitlin Clark. But first, let's talk about Caitlin's perspective on the pressure of being a sports legend. I'm excited. I don't get excited about many things, but this was at the top of my list, so we made it. What's next for her exploding career, and why is everyone talking about that one comment she made about the NBA? Sit tight because we're breaking it all down right now. Are you ready? Let's go. The Kelce brothers quickly set the scene and began the show with their trademark comedy. Jason asks, "How many accolades did we overlook? How many do you currently have, Caitlin?" "I think you may have made some up, but I'm pretty sure I'm not." "You seem to be kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now, ski." "I mean, the number of awards and accomplishments on the Wikipedia page is so long that it's mind-blowing." Indeed, Jason wasn't exaggerating when he said that Caitlin broke a whopping 62 records during her freshman WNBA season and achieved at least 40 records and honors during her senior season at Iowa. This doesn't even include all her accomplishments during her first 3 years of college. The list is so long, Wikipedia literally created a separate page just for Caitlin's records and accomplishments. When asked which of these meant the most to her, Caitlin says, "I'd give you the answer though because my mom would probably say that I'm an academic All-American because she was proud of me for doing well in college. That's the answer. So I hung in there because I did okay in school. But other than that, they're all cool. But you don't really care, it just comes with having fun." Then, Caitlin changes the subject and adds a touching moment to the conversation. She talks about how her mother is ecstatic that she was named an academic All-American, a title that, to her family, means just as much as her dominance on the court. Caitlin goes on to say she thinks winning Athlete of the Year was cool, especially when she saw the list of athletes who had come before her. She points out, LeBron has been the only other basketball player, and it's cool as a woman. They haven't had many female athletes on the cover, so for women's sports, it's kind of special. But you know, it just comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know. Ever humble. Caitlin gracefully downplays the attention on her Time Magazine recognition, stating that it's not only a personal victory but a huge moment for women's sports overall. She highlights how this recognition marks the progress being made, from packed arenas to skyrocketing viewership. Caitlin's humility is precisely the reason she is such a cherished figure both on and off the court. Her mindset is evidently bigger than herself. Then comes a light-hearted moment. Jason says, "I apologize, but how long have you been a part of the kingdom?" Caitlin laughs and replies, "Jason, please accept my apologies. I'm from the Midwest, and there's this picture that has been going around for a few years now of me on Peyton and Eli's Monday night show, where I'm wearing a full Chiefs outfit. My dad was a huge Chiefs fan growing up, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours away from Kansas City, so yeah, that's just the closest NFL team." The conversation takes a humorous turn as Caitlin talks about her deep-rooted love for the Kansas City Chiefs. She starts recounting how she's been following the team's incredible run since she was a kid. With Travis Kelce sitting right there, the banter practically writes itself. She jokes, "People assume I'm just another Chiefs fan, so I respond, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like we have some, I love it. We were ride or die. We have always been huge fans, and it's obvious that all of your success has made it a lot of fun for us." From her favorite Chiefs memories to their tenacity, it's clear Caitlin is more than just a basketball phenom, she's a full-on sports fanatic. "Who was your childhood favorite?" they ask. "My brother loved Tony Gonzalez, so that was Tony G." She goes on, "What a Chief. We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City, and we still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before, you might have played on Christmas Eve. Maybe, we went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers were about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather. But it's fun, and like, obviously, we got heaters on the sideline. They let us. Arrowhead's not too bad. Then came her big Chiefs fan request to Travis. I got some time, so hopefully I can make it to a Chiefs game here soon, maybe a playoff game or something. To which Travis responded, I'll tell you what, we punched our tickets, so we're going to at least have, I would assume, we at least got one at Arrowhead. But you know, you're invited to them all. Alright, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. She's right. Here's Caitlin talking about what Sundays meant to her as a child. No, it was always a huge deal. Whether we were upstairs or in the basement, my dad always had them on. My family would frequently cook while we watched, and my mom is the best chef ever, so she would frequently make really good food while we watched. That's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but we would be watching the Chiefs, and I would be upset if they lost. I still say that every Sunday. Then Caitlin dives into her early basketball journey, recounting how the game has been a constant in her life since day one. She shares stories about playing against boys in middle school, the moments she began to stand out, and then drops a jaw-dropping revelation. She received her first college recruiting letter in 7th grade. Yes, while most kids were worrying about middle school drama, Caitlin was already on the radar of major programs. Let's hear her describe that incredible moment and how it shaped her. We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade. Is this true? Yeah, so at the time, like, that's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point? Yeah. It's honestly sad where college recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also, I feel very fortunate. My parents were just like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. We don't want your sister to see that. They wanted me to be in 7th grade and enjoy middle school and hang out with your friends. Like, you shouldn't be worrying about where you're going to college. Caitlin then talks about how her parents ensured she enjoyed her youth and was surrounded by people who shaped her positively. Yeah, so I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college, and then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of like, make sure I had a good circle around me. Like, it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Also, that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. She's 22, already reminiscing about how times have changed. Clearly mature beyond her years. It is now, I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. Yeah, it was close. Like, people were starting to do it, like post, oh I got an offer from here, I got an offer from here. And particularly in basketball, today it's all you see on social media. She says it's crazy, but times have changed. Yes, 7th grade was crazy, and she was playing with high schoolers for about 2 years, but she didn't think much of it. She was just out there hooping and having fun. Caitlin considers her debut WNBA season a balancing act between fitting in with her squad and being recognized as a future great. She explains how she navigated the challenges of stepping into a competitive environment while staying true to her style of play. It's a fascinating look into the mindset of an athlete who knows when to lead, when to listen, and how to elevate the entire team without overshadowing them. You come in as a rookie, and like you said, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like, you don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But like in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like, you're already highly thought of. People are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard, you're trying to get your feet wet but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled with early on. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react. Caitlin shines the spotlight on her veteran teammates, giving them full credit for helping her transition smoothly into the pro game. She speaks with genuine gratitude about their support. For not knowing, you nailed it. But also, I had a lot of really good vets around me too, so I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too, so people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge, and that goes for whatever professional sport. You're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and be what they drafted you to be. Remember that scene with Aaliyah Boston during Caitlin's first game against the Connecticut Sun? Aaliyah told her, "It's supposed to be hard. This is an adjustment period.